Hello to all my lively ladies. You're very welcome to today's knee-friendly strength exercises. Okay, let's get ourselves warmed up. So just gently bringing the knee up in front here. We just gradually get the body moving, gradually bring up the heart rate, and we build up a little bit of a sweat to make lifting weights that little bit easier. Good. Bring in the arms too, because that'll increase your heart rate for you as well. Now I'm using a selection of weights today, so if you have all your different weights, have those handy around you. And I have actually a household step. I am going to do step ups today. So if you have something, anything around your house, or even the bottom step of your stairs would be really handy too. We're just going to basically step up and down, that's it. Good, and lift, and lift. Good, bring that knee up a little higher now for me. Well done, keep your back nice and straight now, so don't sink into the move. Good, let's do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Do a little march there on the spot for me, crisscross the arms. So what I'm doing here is I'm keeping the heart rate elevated or coming up somewhat, and I'm getting the shoulder girdle here in around the shoulder nice and warm. Over your head, down in front of your body. That's it, good. We do have a push press coming today, one of my favorite exercises, and I do love it because just say you can't lift a lot of weight with shoulder press, because you're using a little bit of force from your lower half, it does allow you to lift that little bit more weight. So if you have heavier weights, you may be able to lift heavy for that particular exercise. Good. Well done, and all the way down. Just overlapping the hands. Let's do 2 more. And last one, good work. Just bringing your leg out in front. Well done, tap out the floor. And reach with the arms, reach and reach. Good, reach and reach. Well done. Now I want you to make sure that you are engaging your core here, even if the moves seem very simple to you. It is very important that we switch on our stabilizing muscles to help out your lower back there. Good, and reach, and reach. Now I have single leg deadlift coming today. Now I'm just going to do that body weight. I just like that exercise body weight, and if you're having a bad balance day, it might be best just to stick to doing your own body weight with that one. Good. I know it's a tough one, but we really should do it quite regularly, and you'll just get better at it the more you do. Let's do 2 more, and last one. Now I'm going to drive the leg up this time, so just working the inner thighs. That's it, and lift and lift. Good, lift and lift. Can you push the ceiling away with me? Lift and lift. Good work. Lift up and up. Good. Bring the heart rate up a little bit more now with all 4 limbs working together here. Lift and lift. Let's do 4 and 3, 2 feet together now. We're going to circle the arm as we bring the legs into motion again. That's it, just a step touch. Good, and circle, and circle. So I do absolutely love to warm up the shoulders quite efficiently before a strength workout. And around we go the other way, and around. Well done. Come on, keep going. And around, and around. Try and keep your posture upright as those arms circle around to the front. The tendency is to round the back and slump forward. So just be aware of that. Good. And 4, and 3, 2, and 1. We do have calf raises coming, but we're going to add weight today. Let's do it in the warm-up and get them ready to hold on to some weights. Again, another one you may be able to get away with heavier weight because you're just holding them out in front. That's it, just adding resistance. Now let's single. So single and then other side. Good. This is we'll go back to doubles now in a second. Nice tall posture here while you do this. That's it. Now back into doubles, both feet, roll down onto your heel and roll down onto your heel. Now I have a tricep extension. I'll just chat to you about some of these before we get into them. You have a choice with tricep extensions, so they're upright. You can either do 2 together with light weights and repeat it round 2. We have 2 rounds of this today, 12 exercises. I will have a little water break. I do like to do that with strength because it does allow the grip strength to relax, and particularly if you're lifting your heavier weights. Let's go with singles. Or you can lift your heavier dumbbell and do 1 at a time. Okay, and you can use the other hand to keep that arm in position, because I'm telling you, as you tire, it does come out and out to the side and you lose the exercise then. So there's a choice there with that one. I personally prefer a heavier dumbbell and do 1 at a time. Okay, you can do the other side round 2. If you're choosing that, just make sure that you note what side you're working first. All right, good. Let's do 10 more. Now we're starting off with step ups. I have a little household step here. Like I was saying, something sturdy that you can step up and down is just fine. You may even be lucky enough to have an exercise step. That's good. If you're very strong, I mean, sometimes I do step ups on a chair. I might just do that body weight. Get up as high as a kitchen chair. Just make sure it's pushed up against a wall so it doesn't move on you. Good. And if you haven't got anything at all, you can just literally just step up and down and use the weights. Okay, that's still going to work your hips here, okay, and your knees. Now, I have this listed as knee friendly, and you may think that this is not a knee friendly exercise. This is one of the best exercises you can do to strengthen your hips and your knees. If you have stairs in your house, use it at intervals throughout the day and just get your cardio in and also strengthen your hips and your knees while you're at it. Right, we go for it. Okay, we've 15:45 is our sequence to work with today. You don't have to have as much as 15 seconds. Like now, you can even get going if you want to. Up and down. Okay, switching the legs here, alternating the legs. Make sure both legs are going up and down. Okay, right, join me now if you are waiting for the beeps. That's it, good. Up, nice tall spine, and down. Up we go, and down. Now try not to fall forward. Look, find a fixed spot in front of you and stare at it. Well done. Lift, drive your weight up and back down. That gives you really strong legs, strengthens the knees, and of course the glutes and in around the hips. Good. Up and down. If you want to get cardio, you can go faster. I think you'll just naturally get your heart rate up by stepping up and down anyway, particularly with weights. Now I have a new move for you next. It's called Good Mornings. You may be familiar with it. We're going to hold the weights just under the chin. Stick your bottom out behind you and then just bow down and back up. Down, back up. Okay, join me now if you're ready. Let your bottom lead, like you're going to bump your car door or something closed with your backside. Now you should feel this. Don't bend your knees too much. Just knees are quite stiff, like our stiff leg deadlift, and you'll feel it in the back of your legs, your hamstrings. Good, and back up. Hold those weights close to your chin, and back up. Good work, use your breathing, breathe in, hold it, breathe out to return. Well done, good work. Now single leg deadlift. You might feel that a little bit in your back. It does work your lower back, the good mornings, and the hamstrings, your posterior chain. I actually said I was going to do this body weight, so I think I'll stick to it body weight. So we're reaching down to the floor. Stay on one side. I think it's easier. Balance out the body by tapping your toe. And you don't have to lift that leg that's in motion too high behind you. Okay? You don't have to be lifting really high here. And down, bring those fingertips to the floor. Tap the floor if you feel you're losing your balance and just come back up. Good. And then again, another wonderful exercise for building strength in your legs, in around the knees. Oops. And back up. Your glutes as well, because you're extending the hips behind you without going into a squat or a lunge. Well done. Now, the other side to do, if you want more reps, You can start it. I do advise you to take your time before you go into this exercise. So make sure you're pulling your belly button in towards your spine, shoulder blades retracted. Good. Now I always find my balance is much better one side compared to the other. Take your time and back up. Good. Well done. Get some air in and out. Don't hold your breath. I know we're concentrating so hard we can forget to breathe. Keep going. And again, as always, like I say with strength, just a couple of reps will do. 8, 10 reps. Good quality reps is better than 20, 30 sort of half-hearted reps. And as long as you're consistent with exercise and come back and repeat the exercises, that's far, far better. Well done. Now we're into push press. I'm going to go with the heavier 3 kilograms, about 7 pounds, because I'm using that little push of the legs to lift the weight above my head. Let's get ready now. Draw that belly button in. Breathe in, hold your breath. Blow it out to lift the weight above your head. Good. Well done. Little seat above your head. So you're not going down into any squats here. You're just using a little bit of momentum from the hips to drive the weight above your head. Good. Now we have some glute squeezes next. Again, working the glutes without squatting or lunging. And tricep push back. Good work. Come on, keep going. Keep your back straight here. Don't lean back. Few seconds to go. Well done, excellent. Now you can choose what weights you want to work with here for your triceps. So squeezing. I'm going to get my glutes going first, and then I'll add in some triceps. Okay, so it's just again getting those neuromuscular connections right instead of just flying into the exercise. Good. Squeeze. Squeeze. You have to be patient with strength training, especially strict strength training, and also with stretching. As you know, during the cool downs, I teach you that you have to let the tension wear out of the muscle when you're stretching it, and then stretch even further and ease into the stretches. So be patient here with your strength as well. Good. One more. Great. Now, familiar here, chest adductions. So bring the weight across the midline of the body and then into bicep curls. Okay, so combining upper body here. Here's your work beep. Good. 1, 2, and then curl it. Well done. Nice and slow on the return there, with both chest adductions and bicep curls. Now I have a split stance lateral raise coming next, so we're working the shoulders primarily, but because we're in a split stance, we're going to be working the lower half without going into a lunge. Now if you feel that you're okay, your knees are fine, you can cope with lunges, you can go down a little deeper with your split stance. Let's do one more. And we'll get that bicep curl in. Well done. Now, be careful what weight you go with here. Okay, you'll have to experiment a little bit. So we're into split stance. Oops, get the balance up on your back toe there. Abs engaged, and lift and lower. Like I was saying, if you want to bend your knee a little deeper, going into a lunge, you can do that. But if you're here for knee friendly, you just want to break from lunges, here's a good alternative. You're still working your legs and your glutes, just at a lesser intensity, and we're getting the upper half as well. Good. Squeeze, lower those weights slowly because we are working against gravity. Now take note what leg is behind you. For me, it's my right leg because we have to switch around for round 2. Good work. Squeeze and lower. Now we've got some calf raises. I think I'll go a bit heavier with those. So like you know, here in the warm-up, I always get those calves going, up and down. It's such a difference with weights in your hand. You can really feel the difference in the challenge here. Up and lower down. Up on your toes, feel that lovely contraction deep in the belly of the calf muscle, and lower it back down. Up and down, good. An extremely important body part to work, but one that's very neglected. Good work. Really helps to keep the circulation moving well around your feet. So I know winter's coming very quickly, so this is a good one to kind of get into the habit of doing. Now we have a sit to stand next. What a basic exercise, but so important for our health. And it is, I know you're going to tell me it is a squat, but we're going to do it on the chair. Okay, I think we all sit on chairs throughout the day. I'm using weight, you don't have to. So just sit down, stand up. If you want to let the toes point out a little bit, if that's more comfortable for you, just experiment yourself with your feet position. Tap the chair. Now this is the one I always tell you to do if you have trouble squatting. Tap the chair. Look, you can do a thruster here if you want to make it harder. Come up and lift the weights above your head. You could do that as well. Stand up, squeeze your glutes a little bit. Good, nice and tall. Sit back down. Just tap the chair with your tailbone there. Good, don't sink into it. And stand up and back down. And stand tall and back down. Excellent work. Now we have triceps. So like I was saying, you can go with 2 lighter weights or choose one heavier weight and use the free hand here. Good, use the free hand to stop the elbow from wandering, particularly with a heavier weight. You'll find it hard to control the arm. Good. Extend that arm up over your head, nice long arm. Well done. And again, take note of what arm you're using here to lift and lower the weight, because you have to switch for round 2 if you've gone with one weight. I've gone with my right side leading first. Good, feeling the burn in that tricep. Come on, you can do it. Nice and slowly, good reps. Excellent. And relax it down. Now, shake out that arm. Okay, so that was the right side. Switch over to the left, and we're going to let the right knee come up, left arm. It's just to give that side a break. Okay, this is our last exercise in this round. I'm going to come back after our little water break and repeat. Okay, so we have to switch around for round 2 now for this exercise. So it will be your left leg and your right arm. Good work. Lift up. And this is a lovely full body move. Works the shoulders, the shoulder on one side, the abdominals, the hip flexors, stretching out the glutes. Really works on balance and coordination. Such a simple move, but we get so much involved here. I'll say keep the body straight. And there you go, well done. Okay, let's have a little break. I think we do need it. I'm really feeling a bit quivery there with those exercises. All right, have a little drink of water and I will see you back here for round 2. Hello everybody, you're very welcome back. Now let's get going with round 2. First exercise is our alternating leg step up. Okay, now if you feel like you've had enough rest, you can start straight away. All right. So we're going up and down, switching the legs, up and down, okay? Right, if you're ready, there's the work beep. Let's go with this one. Up and down. And again, nice and gentle, up and down. We have those good mornings coming for exercise 2. They might feel strange at first, usually anytime you introduce a new exercise, but you are quite used to the actual motion of the exercise, because it is very much like an RDL or Romanian deadlift, stiff leg deadlift that we do here quite regularly to work our hamstrings. Good, and back down. Instantly, the heart rate really does come up with stepping up and down. It's great cardio and strength all in one. And I'll get that last one in. Okay, over we go now. Let's get ready for good mornings. Okay, draw the belly button in, rest the weights there just under your chin there. Good, now just remember you're leading with your hips. Bump the car door shut. Okay, down, back up. Experiment with your stance there, how wide you need to go. Down and back up. Try and keep the weights up high and back up. Feeling the hamstrings. If you feel those hamstrings, you're more than likely doing it correctly. Good. Back up, little squeeze of the glutes. Well done. And back up. Good. And up. Push the hips back. And drive forward. So that hip extension is wonderful for the posterior chain. So those muscles that run along your back. Single leg deadlift. If you're feeling a little bit more balanced round two, you might want to add a light pair of weights. See how you go. Okay, let's get going with our time. And down. You feel those ankles quivering away. That is amazing work for your little bones in around your ankles and your feet, keeping them really healthy. It's wonderful for the stability of your knee joint. Good. And of course you're getting your glutes worked here and your hamstrings. Well done. And back up. Excellent. And down. Feeling better round two on this side anyway. We'll see how the other side goes. That's usually my weaker side. I'll get one more in just so I'm not rushing the reps. Excellent. Okay. Whoa, really feeling the burn there on that standing leg. Okay, don't rush into it now. Engage your tummy muscles. So draw the belly button into the spine. Retract those shoulder blades. Shoulders down around, away from the earlobes. And off we go. That's it. Don't get disheartened if you keep losing your balance. Just keep trying. As that saying goes, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Your brain will learn. It just needs practice, that's all. Good. And stand tall. Well done. Whoops. Find that balance again. Engage your tummy. That's it. Good. I'm going to get a good one out just before we finish. And there we go. And it can take up to nearly 6 seconds just to get a good rep out with that exercise. Okay, push press. Are we ready for this? All right, so draw the belly button in. Feel the tension around your center. Breath in. Breath out. Good work. Try not to lean back. Push, press. And you can speed it up if you want to. Just get a full range of movement with your arms there. Good. Breathe it out. Well done. Got glute squeezes, tricep pushbacks next. Start off by getting a few glute squeezes just so that your body can get the coordination of it. Feeling the burn here in the shoulders. Well done. Okay, good work. Now we've got our glute squeezes. Hold the weights out in front. If you want to spend your transition time, your rest time, just getting going with the lower half. That's fine. Now we'll introduce some tricep push back, push back. Now don't forget about squeezing your glutes. That's it, good. Squeeze and squeeze. Now you shouldn't feel it in the lower back. It should most definitely come from your your glutes, or your bottom, your butt cheeks. And then push back, good. Now we have our split stance. Lateral raise again, but this time we have to let the left leg go behind. Or whatever, just change legs depending what you did round one. All right, and again, don't go too high, too heavy with this particular exercise because your shoulders are not as strong in this position. My opposite leg for me going behind my left leg. So once the shoulders are coming out to the side here or the front, they're just not as strong as going like above the head. So just be aware of that with whatever weight you choose. And lift and lower. If you want to bend that knee slightly, good. Bring in an isometric hold there for the lower half. It's a great way to train your body. Different way to train, different strength. Just get that balance. Nice tall spine here, good. Squeezing out those shoulders. We have those calf raises coming next. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Well done. Really feeling the sides working now. Okay, now let's go with our calf raises. So we'll go a little heavier for the calves. Okay, let's reach and lower. And lower back down. Good. Now sit to stand is next. If you want to get your thrusters in with it, that was just an option. You can. And it may seem like a really basic exercise to you, but being able to sit down and get back up with weights in your hand, it's actually quite challenging for a lot of the population around the world, particularly with our very sedentary lifestyles that we live today. Okay, we lose the strength and mobility in our hips from constant sitting. Now you can actually go down even a little lower here if you want to. Okay, so sit to stand. So what we're going to do is sit down on the chair and stand up like we did on round one. But if you want to go down a little lower, the lower you go, the harder this is going to be. Okay, I forgot to show you this round one, sorry, I was a bit distracted there. So down and stand up. Now this is obviously going to be harder because you're dropping your hips a bit lower. If you have something around your house that's not as high as a chair, but not as low as a household step, you might find something that's just perfect for you to give you an extra bit of a challenge if the chair is too low down for you. Sorry, yeah, too high up for you, sorry. And stand tall, good. Whoa, it is such a difference. You would not believe how much of a difference that is. My legs are on fire. All right, chest adductions. So across and across, bicep curls, okay? All right, let's go with that one. Working the chest, bicep curls. So as we know here, anytime you bring your hands across your midline like that, particularly with weights, you're working your chest and down, up and down for the curl. Try and keep the tension in your arms here as you go up. Just keep a little bit of tension, don't flop down. Keep the tension in your arms. And that will really be a much, much better exercise for your biceps. Hold the tension there, yes. Good. And down, and one, and two, and down. Now we have our tricep extensions. So if you followed me in round one, it's left side. Okay, so left arm up and down. Give yourself a little rest here because 45 seconds of this exercise with a heavier weight is challenging enough. Good. Whoops. And reach up, don't lose control of that weight. You can bonk yourself on the head. And lift. Good. And lift. And lower down, control it. Try and keep that elbow under control there with the free hand. And extend. Use your breathing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Well done. Lift up. Excellent work. Now switch that dumbbell around. We have to do our knee raise and shoulder press. So finish out with this one today. Okay, you want to get started before the beat break? That's great. Use the other hand there for balance. Knee and shoulder. Good, take your time. Lift up, lift up. So we had lots of balance exercises today, lots of mobility and of course strength, hitting all those big muscle groups in our body. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button underneath the video if you liked today's workout. Well done. I know some of you have been requesting a few more strength workouts, but leaving out the squats and the lunges. It's challenging, but we can do it, as we can see. Good. So if you did like it, don't forget to press that like button. And there you go. I have to give you my dumbbell clap. Well done on today's workout. Excellent job. That was wonderful. Okay, let's do a little cool down before we finish. Okay. Sorry, we'll try that again. Here we go. Okay. Now, if you do have your step around that time, you can get actually a great hamstring stretch using your step. So just lifting, elevating your foot and just gently pressing your hips down towards the floor. Okay, and then feeling the tension build up. Just like I was saying to you earlier, let that tension build up in your muscle. And then when it wears off, you can go a little bit deeper into the stretch. Good. If you gave that exercise a go, the sit to stand using something as low as a household step, just let me know how you got on with it. You can try body weight. If you found it was too difficult with weights and your posture was starting to go all out of shape, try body weight, because if that is wonderful, a wonderful way to build up strength in your knees and in your hips. Let's switch legs here. Okay, now don't fly into your stretch, just be patient or you'll switch on your stretch reflex. It's a safety mechanism in the muscle that shuts it down basically. Okay, sit back. And if that happens, you're not going to be stretching. Ease in. Good, use your breathing. That's it. And breathe. Feel the tension build. Good. You can actually put your hands on your hips here if you want to get a little bit of a chest stretch and open up your chest as well. Go down a little deeper. Well done. Okay, and come up out of it. And of course, I would repeat that another 2 times just to really get that stretch going in the back of the leg. Let's open up the chest. Draw your belly button in. Push those arms back. Now this one is far better if you have somebody to stand behind you and just gently tug on your elbows and pull you back a slight bit. Now you have to communicate, make sure they're not overly doing it. Good. And feel that lovely stretch coming the front of the chest into the upper chest, front of shoulder. Well done. Good. Well done. Now, if you can come down with me here, you can use a chair, put the chair out in front and stretch out your upper back. This is just, again, a variation of using a kitchen chair or whatever you have around your kitchen counter. Relax your neck, keep your tummy muscles engaged. Now, put a bit of pressure into the step here with your palms, and you're going to feel the stretch build up in your back muscles. And this is a lovely stretch. Very relaxing. Well done. And while we're here, we'll just open up the chest a little bit more. So what you're doing is you're reaching your hand around. Now, if you want to, you can come down onto the floor and do the same thing, or you may prefer being up higher on the step. So just opening up that chest there. Don't worry if you feel like you're stuck and you can't get very far. Just do what you can. Good. And we'll switch sides. All the way around. And bring that belly button into your spine. Keep everything engaged in your center. Relax that neck. Good work. Well done. Let's go back to this stretch here. Just repeat it again. It's so nice. It's lovely. And then we'll head into the child pose. Relax, use your breathing. You might be able to walk your fingers a bit further away from you there now and just get deeper into that muscle. Lovely. Come down into child pose now. So we're just going down to the floor. Sit your bum back on your heels, and you can actually just put your hands, relax your neck and put your hands behind you. Good. If you want to further stretch out your upper body, bring your hands in front of you and walk your fingertips away. Well done. This is great. This is really nice. And if you put a bit of pressure into the palms of your hand, you'll feel that stretch build up even more. Very, very good. Excellent work. Now, let's just do something to stretch out the abdominals and I will say goodbye to you. So, reach up and over. Now, if you want a longer cool down than this, you'll find my extensive cool downs linked up in the description box below the video. Good work, and across. Well done. And feel a lovely stretch from your armpit right down to your hips. And we'll just do a long arm. Use your breathing as well. And other side. Good work. Okay, and that's our stretches done and our strength workout done today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next workout. See you soon.